Welcome to Refilwe M Talks. Today I'm with my husband, Matlakala. We have a really exciting show for you guys. And I believe you are going to enjoy it. There's more I think you will draw from this, our story, how we met, our first impression towards each other. Yeah, how we actually got to go on our first date. So I'm going to give to my husband to introduce himself. And yeah.
Okay guys, I'm Matlakala, and then my wife here, with my wife, my beautiful wife. As you can see guys, she's very beautiful and amazing. I'm married to her, and I'm happily married.
That's nice.
I love her so much.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful to be with her in a marriage, and I just want to appreciate for her to invite me to be with her today in her episode, and I believe that you're going to enjoy as we'll be speaking about our journey. How did we meet, our first impression towards each other, and how do we actually balance our marriage in terms of ministry, marriage, the family, and also the things of the Lord, because we are born again. We love the Lord so much, and we believe in Christ, and we trust the Lord so much in everything that we do.
Thank you so much. So guys, today, as he has said, we are going to let you guys know who we are, just coming into our closet, telling you about our story, how we met, and so I'm going to start first by telling you who I am, where do I come from. So my name is Refilwe Matlakala, previously Refilwe Makado. I'm currently married to Matlakala. I'm 32 years old, right? Age. I'm 32 years old, and the list goes on. I'm an analyst, I'm this. But to make it, short, I am a wife, I am a preacher, I am a mentor, motivational speaker. You can name them all. So
Okay, myself actually, I've grown up in Khopaneng, Matlakala is in Begersfort, Limpopo.
Yes.
And in me growing up, I've grown up in a big family, and it was amazing how we have grown up. And from me growing up, after finishing my matric, I came to Gauteng because of the studies, and since then, from 2008 until today, I've been living around Gauteng, and this is the area that I've met with my wife.
Yes. Okay, so guys, we are going to let you know when is the first day we actually met. This is quite interesting, and I believe you're gonna love this story. So should I explain or you explain?
No, you can go first. It's fine.
Okay, so I think in April 2018, his church was hosting an all-night prayer. So I knew another lady, a friend of mine, who was going to his church. So when she posted the picture on Facebook to say there's an all-night prayer, and there was just something about the invitation that I felt, okay, I should go there. I should go there. And the interesting part is, you see, on that morning, the Friday morning, because the all-night prayer was on Friday, you guys won't believe me, I saw a dream. I actually saw a dream, and I was meeting this guy in the service, and I saw us holding hands. We held hands. Then we're introducing each other. And in the dream, I saw that there was this connection with this guy, and it was just, one of those dreams you will think it is maybe brought by the devil. So I had such a dream, and I was like, what? And I remember I went to work that morning, and I told them, my colleagues, that, you know what, I'm going to meet my husband today. They were like, you never dated. So And the all-night prayer, they were laughing at me that you're not going to pray there. It means you're going to watch out. You know, you're going to look for a man there. But yeah, so I went to the all-night prayer. Ne? So when I got to the all-night prayer, it was around 6 p.m. in the evening that Friday, the 18th, the 13th. So what happened is, this guy came in. Ne? So, and I looked at him. He was just one of those old guys. I thought he's an elder in the church. You know, he didn't cut his hair. He didn't have this beard.
He thought that I'm old because by that time I had some hair.
Yeah,
on my head.
And he was not matching my description. The kind of guy I was praying for, my dream guy. So when I just saw him in the church, he was like, okay. You know, he's one of the elders, you know, plus the way he was sitting, he was folding his hands, you know, quiet. I was like, okay, yeah, this should have been a married man or something. So yeah, as a sister, I just minded my own business. I was there to pray. So I think the interesting part, do you have something you want to say?
Yeah, another thing, guys, that you must be aware of is that during the all-night prayer, as we're praying, walking around, you know, Bazalano, when they pray, they like to walk around and all that. As I was praying, walking around, I was looking at her like, no, man, this woman, I was just looking at her. Every time when I turn, my eyes will be on her, and yeah, I was like, wow, she's beautiful. Even though I didn't, so I wasn't sure, but yeah, that was it. And I never had some ideas at that time that maybe one day she could be my wife and all that. But when I was looking at her, yeah, there was this theme, and I was just, in a way that I couldn't stop looking at her in that all-night prayer. I mean, it doesn't mean that I went to that all-night prayer looking for a woman. No, I was praying. And the worst part that night, I was in prayer and fasting and praying for a wife.
So guys, so when I saw him, I just thought he's just he was just one of those guys, you know, the elders in the church. I never really thought maybe it's the guy I saw in the dream in the morning, you know. And there came a specific moment. Oh yeah, before then, as he was looking at me, because as I was praying also, you know, we move around, we move hands, we raba soto. In that process, he was looking at me and I was giving him, dude, I'm a woman of God. I'm born again. I fear God. I'm full of the Spirit. And I'll give him that look. Why are you looking at me as I'm moving there? And every time I lifted my head or looking at the side, he's watching me. I was like, okay. Then came a very interesting moment. I think it was at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Our pastor said that, you must get a partner so that we can pray for each other. Then he approached me. Okay, ladies.
Sort of like, it was actually a prophetic session, sort of like where we pray each other, giving each other a word and all,
So he came as my partner because the pastor was saying, get yourself a partner. So I was there, okay, so he comes and I'm like, oh, the guy is here. Okay, then I introduced myself. He's like, hi, I'm Muti. And I'm like, hi, I'm Refilwe. Then we held hands.
Yeah.
And there was something.
Then we started praying.
And that day, when I prayed for him, I prayed that may God, I told him, there's something that he's been praying for a long time. There's something that he really wants. Only found out it was a wife. And he prayed for my family, and which he was very accurate.
Okay, so she was telling me that the Lord is going to answer you, and the Lord is saying that I'm also going to change your status of your finances and all that. And I was like, in my heart, and I'm looking for a wife, and I want also the money to marry the wife. So only to find that it was her.
I was going to be the wife I was prophesying about. When I've been saying that, you see, there's this thing, man, we have been praying. I see a need. I see, a strong desire.
My baby,
Yes.
let me ask you this.
Ask me, my baby.
On that day,
Yeah.
when we were holding hands, praying, what were you
Thinking?
Yeah, that maybe we could.
No.
You never had that.
I never had that thought. I never thought you were the guy. Even God showed me in the dream. You were the least of the guys because already your first impression was that this is an old man. He had his. I personally like guys with bald heads. Ne? So he had hair. That's why now I told him, baby, always cut. After 2 days he cut his hair. Because so already he was out of my league. When I looked at him, he doesn't look anything like I wanted. He had, you see, he has big eyes, everything. So he was not in my spec. So that day when I held hands with him, I was just prophesying him, knowing that God wanted to bless him with a wife. I didn't know I was prophesying myself. So, and the interesting part is he came with another girl to the Allnight Prayer. And I totally thought the lady was his wife, because even after in the early morning, at 5 o'clock, he was still with the lady in his car. The lady was in front seat, and I was like, okay. But the most interesting thing about him, when he was with the other lady, he kept on staring at me. Baby, you were staring, like you stared at me, and I was thinking, why is this man looking at me, whereas he has a girl in his front seat? Huh? Hey.
And guys, I wasn't dating that girl, so she was one of the sisters that I normally went with her to church, and I remember also telling her in that all-night prayer that pray for me. I want a wife. I want someone that I can actually marry. I was very close with her in a way that I could can share anything with her, to tell her what I want. And she was like, no, I'll pray with you. And the Lord is going to give someone that you really need in your life, only to find that He's going to give me an amazing woman.
Oh, Jesus.
Wonderful. And you know what, I don't know, guys, what to say about this, but she's amazing.
Okay,
and I love her so much.
I love you too. So how did we get to go on our first date? So on that Saturday morning after the all-night prayer, so his pastor posts sort of like a thank you message, an appreciation message for those who came to the all-night prayer. So I'm there and I commented that it was powerful, thank you. And he sees my comment there.
Yes.
And what did you do?
I invited you.
So he invited me.
I sent you a friend request. Yes.
So he sent me a friend request. From there, now I see, okay, I recognize that old man from the church.
Old man.
Yeah, an elder from the church. That's how you looked. First impression counts. So I was like, okay, that is the old man from the church, the elder. The one who has a wife, which I saw in the car with. Okay, so from there, so this guy starts liking my post. Everything I post, he liked. He loves. So there was this other day, I was eating mopani worms, which is one of my favorite meals. Things to eat. I love mopani worms with pap. That is a little bit salty nyana there. Yes, so I posted my lunch there, my mopani worms on Facebook. So this guy, guess what he did? He gave me his account, his address, man. His home address. I'll call it home, but it's actually his work address. And he said to me he wants a private delivery. I was like, yo, brother, hey, Jesus. By the way, he's commenting on my wall where everyone can see. I was like, okay, let me be a Nicodemus. I can